buy a Tesla. It's expensive. And so one day I set out a URL, I printed out a bunch of information about safety of a Tesla, and I put it right next to a bunch of printouts of diamonds that I've been sort of promising her. And she said, let's go test drive a Tesla. We ordered a Tesla, we waited 6 months to get to our delivery, and the week of our delivery, I got cold feet for my wife. I play with all this new technology. I'm used to stuff that works and doesn't work and figuring it out, but when my wife has an electric car die on the freeway, she won't know what to do with an electric car. It's not the same, and how do you get it fixed and towed and whatever, and I got scared, so we went out that night and bought a Mercedes instead. And Elon Musk said that I was, emailed me, said that I was, bought a gas guzzler. I'm not a true Silicon Valley boy. No, I love that phrase, how safe the Tesla was. It was designed for his own children, which is great. Eventually, after a few months, that was the right decision that I made to get the Mercedes. But after a few months, my wife came into my office one night and said, if you want a Tesla, you can order it. 30 seconds later. and we loved it. My wife... My wife's a geek, technology geek too, and likes to use it all. So she loved the Tesla and the way the setups work and the operation on the screen, and there's pluses and minuses to it, but it's a lovely car. Why would anyone? Okay, first of all, Elon Musk I talked about marketing, build something for yourself. That car was built for himself. Engineers all over time had only decided what makes sense financially is to have an electric car, pure electric car, small, with a smaller battery that costs so much money, and make it small. And why would you build a big one? Elon Musk had 5 kids. He had to have a large car. And the first 6 supercharging stations that let you drive long distance in an electric car, the first 6 were between his home in Bel Air, California, and the factory up in Fremont. So these things were for his own life, and they turned out good. I used to drive by, even before I owned a Tesla, I would drive by those stations, those 6 supercharging stations, and the only 6 in the world, and I would stop there just to see Teslas, and I became the Foursquare check-in mayor of 5 of the first 6. I mean, I just loved it so much. So that was good, but the vision comes in even more. Now we have a lower cost car in the United States that can go the long distance. Chevy Bolt EV. Yeah. And that's what I drive every day, actually, because I believe in lower costs. It does the job of never having to go to a gas station. And for long trips, I still need the Tesla because of the superchargers. I talked to the Chevy Bolt EV engineers before it was out, and I said, oh, did you design it for this to use the superchargers of Tesla? Because they always talk like they wanted other cars, electric cars, to come about and share it with them. And they said, no, we just build the car. We don't do the charging. So you see how Elon Musk and his thinking, the whole pattern, the whole thing that makes sense is the car, the chargers, obviously the most important component is the batteries. So his thinking about the energy future is more complete, and I really admire that vision. Trouble is, I also don't believe a thing Tesla or Elon Musk says. I mean, we upgraded our car at one point. We slid off the freeway, and we need a four-wheel drive one. And then they said, oh, now we have sensors that could drive across the country by the end of 2016. And we got that. It had a camera, and it had some radar, and no, by 2016, they realized that their sensors would never drive across the country by itself. So they upgraded to 8 cameras, new sensors. They fired their sensor company, and we bought the new car, $50,000 upgrade. And here we are. All the things we had didn't work anymore because they had new sensors and no software. So it wouldn't even keep the cruise control distance. It wouldn't automatically do the headlights bright and dim. It wouldn't it wouldn't do any of the stuff that we had in our prior one. And we didn't realize that when we bought it. We thought we were just buying an upgrade. And then it was going to drive itself across the country by the end of 2017, but it didn't happen. So we aren't going to believe those hypes. And I don't think a Tesla will ever drive itself. They're so far behind what you would need to even come close to level 4.
Yeah. One of the things you may not know, that Steve and his wife Janet are very good mates with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, right?
Yes. Yeah, we were the first ones to see their baby.
First people ever. Now tell that